Hey guys, welcome to my channel. 1-1 draw with Liverpool last time out, Miguel Almiron scoring yet again, but we are still without a win this season. On that note, we are looking forward to the next month's fixtures. I'm going to cover two fixtures this episode, going against Brighton and then Brentford. I'm hoping we get at least a win and a draw. Let's have a look at the left back candidates. I really like Theo Hernandez, Adam Marusic, Mario Rui, David Raum, the German international. There are many good options here, to be honest, and I'm just gonna go ahead and scout them. Biragi, Christian Gunter is a good shout. Alphonso Davies, we would love to have him, but it's not quite realistic to come to Newcastle, isn't it? Let me know if you guys think any among these candidates would be a good one for Newcastle United, or if you have any other suggestions. And speaking of suggestions, shout out to this comment from the last video. I'm gonna go ahead and scout Hincapie from Bayer Leverkusen. He's a good prospect. I don't know if he will be a good left back, but let's go ahead and scout him. I also got a message in a Facebook group asking what to do with Sandro Tonali given his real life scenario where he might get banned. I'm gonna cover our scouting approach later in this video, so stay tuned for that. Alright, let's get into the build-up for the next match. We are 15th right now, desperately looking for that one win. Arsenal is up against Manchester United, who are very disappointing this season. Alright, so for the match against Brighton, we are gonna keep gegenpressing as our tactical vision. Here we go, kickoff time. Solly March scored 2 goals in the last game, the one to watch. Newcastle lineup for today. Eddie Howe has shown some trust in the Botman share partnership at the back. The same goes for the midfield trio. Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes and Joelinton. Alexander Isak is going to be front and center. For Brighton, Estupinian has been impressive this season. He starts. Billy Gilmore continues to command the midfield. And Solly March, who scored 2 goals last game, gets the nod today. And the Seagulls kick off at the Amex Stadium. Both the teams looking sharp after the international break. Tonali. Almiron comes short for the ball. Lovely move and a shot. Well saved, but that was a lovely move from Almiron. Trippier launches the ball forward. Nice header from Bruno Guimaraes to release Almiron. And he returns the favor to Bruno Guimaraes. A lot of space for Isak. You cannot debate Isak's calmness in front of goal. The traveling Newcastle fans are delighted with that. A lovely 1-2 from Guimaraes and Almiron. And Isak uses the outside of his foot to finish that in the perfect fashion. No matter how many times you see it, it's a peach of a goal. Newcastle are continuing the momentum here. Attack after attack. Repelled away by Brighton. As far as Isak. Here's Joelinton. From far away! The Brazilian would be proud of that finish. No one expected him to score. He didn't either. But that is one top finish. As soon as Joelinton receives the ball here, he finds the tiniest gap to launch the ball on the far side of the post. And Eddie Howe's reaction says it all. Here's Harvey Barnes. Might need support on the left. And he squeezes a pass to Wilson. And it's Callum Wilson! It's a fairy tale for Newcastle United today. And they're running away with this lead at the Amex Stadium. I can't say enough, but that's a lovely pass from Harvey Barnes. And Callum Wilson, what a strong finisher Newcastle have in addition to Isak. Newcastle have played well enough today to deserve those 3 goals. And the full-time whistle blows. Roberto De Zerbi would have a lot to talk about to his players. Joe Linton and his teammates would celebrate the victory today. Newcastle United 3, Brighton 0. What a way to kick off our first win of the season. We get to the 8th place on the table with 5 points. Bottom of the table, Manchester United are yet to win their first game as well. Coming to the Sandro Tonali saga, I promise you guys I will include a scouting approach, so let's get to it. We're gonna look for a strong defensive midfielder, first team quality of course, and I want a play style that is in favor of defending, maybe something like jockey or strength. Let's see what we get. In other news, Erling Haaland was awarded Player of the Month for August. We just got more left back options, Marc Cucurella, Sergio Reguilon. We got Ben Chilwell, Estupinian. Very decent options, I would say. I'm just gonna go ahead and scout all of these. But again, let me know in the comments if you think we should sign any one of them. Our scouts have already given a list of defensive midfielders, and I really like Emre Can and Konrad Laimer. These two are some solid options for Newcastle United. I'm really liking Emre Can as the option. I'm sure we'll get more, but I'm shortlisting him for now. Alright guys, let's carry the momentum and get into the next fixture against Brentford. Same tactical vision, gegenpressing. Let's kick off. Newcastle lineup. Livramento starts his first game of the season. Joe Linton drops to the bench, who'd scored a screamer in his last match. Sean Longstaff comes in his place. Harvey Barnes and Callum Wilson, who teed up for the 3rd goal in the last match, start today. For Brentford, despite their disappointing start, Zanka and Pinnock at the back have been a good pair. Mbeumo and Lewis Potter on the wings look to attack, with Neil Maupay in the center. And Newcastle kick us off at St. James's Park. Here's Trippier, tussling with Zanka. Here's Guimaraes, tries one. Worth the try, just over the bar. Here's Guimaraes on the wing, launches a curveball, and Barnes heads it wide. Almiron to Barnes, and Guimaraes is offside. It is half-time. This is Mbeumo, and Barnes has lost it. Dangerous position, and this is Botman. Snatches possession. Great work. Hickey. Great pressure from Newcastle. And this is Tonali. And he needles in that pass to Isaac. And this is Almiron. Wilson on the volley. Resilient defense from Brentford. Still danger here. Tonali to Wilson. And now Livramento. Back to Wilson. Great tackle from Pinnock. If Brentford score here, they could seal the victory. Potentially. Da Silva. And Botman. Solid presence once again. Newcastle could initiate a counter-attack from here on. Gordon finds Isaac. And this is Joe Linton. Gets away from Zanka. This is Kieran Trippier. To Almiron. And Isaac scores! "84 minutes of patience before Isaac stepped onto the field and give Newcastle fans what they wanted. Incredible counter-attack from Newcastle. 3 players lining up for options, and Isaac was the one to finish it off. Once he gets onto the ball, doesn't disappoint. And the full-time whistle. Deservedly, Newcastle win the match today. They did not give Brentford a chance. That match tested my patience. I loved it. Right till the last few minutes when we found the goal. But with that win, Newcastle climb on to the 8th spot. Exactly what we wanted. Now we might need some player rotation. because 2 days later we are heading to the Champions League. Our first match is against Milan. It's gonna be a blockbuster of a match. Alright guys, I really enjoyed making this episode and I hope you enjoyed as well. I'll see you guys in the next episode featuring the Champions League.